What's up everybody, Matt Maran here, and today we have some new spy photos of the mid-engine C8 Corvette, thanks to my spy photographer Brian Williams. So we have production headlights and taillights shown on this vehicle, as well as a couple other little details, and I have some close-up images of those I'll show in a minute. But first off, I want to show these wide-angle shots here to kind of, allow you to see the development and how they've come pretty far along now. We've pretty much production-looking wheels and, just a wrap basically on the vehicle here, and looks just as sleek and awesome as it has in the past, with that very pointy nose you can see. And also in the back here there's a new spoiler I think at least I've seen for the first time, and the spy photographer has nicknamed it the Batwing Spoiler, and looks very cool, much more polished than spoilers we've seen on previous mid-engine Corvette mules. And so this seems again to be like a pretty close to production ready vehicle, which hopefully means that we'll be seeing production reveal maybe this summer or something. But anyway, that spoiler is very cool looking, with some openings there on the right and the left side, and kind of comes to a point there with a V shape almost. It looks very cool. You also see the rear diffusers more polished. And then while we're out back here, you can also see the tail lamps there, which are illuminated thankfully, so you can see them in detail a little bit more than we have in the past. And they look pretty cool as well. They seem to be like a more wider version of C7 tail lamps. As far as the theme goes, obviously they're going to be much more complex looking probably, and have a little bit of a different look, to make it a little more extreme. But you can see that it's going to be a very cool look nonetheless. You can also see a camera mounted by the top of the roof there, which means this is almost certainly going to be getting GM's camera rear view mirror, which will come in very handy with this mid-engine vehicle, of course, since oftentimes you have compromised rear visibility in mid-engine vehicles. But looks really cool up close here. And so these tail lamps, you can see, in addition to having the normal LED accents, you can see there's a sequential tail lamp going on here. So you can see the way that it starts on the inside and works its way out, and it's going to be a top line there for that turn signal, which is going to be very cool. Sequential turn signals always look so futuristic to me, at least, and I think that's going to be a really great addition. And again, all the little elements seem very slender, just very cool looking, and so that's great to see. And you can also see the exhaust tips are pretty nice and polished with these like squared off ovals in a way, and look very good. And up front here, you can see the LED headlamps now, which are going to have an accent light there, and look to have kind of like a matrix LED style setup to them. Also, the front bumper is very nice and wide open there, and so that could potentially be a production thing, although the spy photographer thinks that might be missing part of that bumper piece, or it's just the camo doing its job. But whatever it is, I mean, it could be just wide open. Ferrari kind of does that, and a few others. It looks very menacing, though, regardless of what's going on underneath the camo there. And another thing you can see from the angles we have here is that you can really get a good sense of the creases in the hood and just how pointed that nose is going to be, and just the lines you're going to have there on that hood, how it really drops down and has a lot of great three-dimensional shapes going on there. It looks very, very cool. This is going to be a stunning looking vehicle whenever it finally does get produced. But yeah, just with those shadows, you can see the way that hood's going to look. It's very, very sweet. So anyway, yeah, it's rumored to be revealed anytime between this summer or, early next year, maybe sometime in the fall too. No idea for sure yet, but cool to see it's getting closer to production, which means hopefully it's closer to being revealed as well. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on these images in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.